Welcome to XTC, your home shopping channel. Now tonight, we've got something very special for lovers of ambient music, vintage technology, and pure 90s nostalgia. It's called Ambient Coast, a brand new double album from composer and producer Zariis. But this isn't just another album. Zariis plans building an authentic 1990s production studio from the ground up, using vintage Akai samplers, classic romplers and synthesizers, Atari sequencing systems, hardware effects, and recording equipment, all of which helped define the golden age of ambient music. Even the weekly vlogs will be recorded with vintage camcorders. And the best part? You will be involved every step of the way. This isn't just backing an album. This is stepping inside the studio and becoming part of the project. Ambient Coast isn't simply a record, it's a journey back to the 1990s. A celebration of the technology, creativity, and atmosphere that inspired an entire generation of electronic musicians. And tonight, you can help make it happen. Available now, only on Kickstarter. All major credit cards accepted.
Hi and welcome back to the channel. So that was the trailer for Ambient Coast, a 90s inspired chillout album using an all hardware setup to create a genuine nostalgic experience. So this is Rick Zariis' Kickstarter. So he is planning on creating a studio of 90s hardware to create a double album called Ambient Coast. It's a bit bonkers, but here we go. So if you don't know who Rick Zariis is, you probably have heard some of his music or have got some of his sample packs or preset packs, because he did probably the best sample packs that I have got. He sells them through Ghost Hack, so that's why you maybe haven't heard of him. If you want to go over to my channel and you can check them out on the Ghost Hack playlist. So we'll just have a quick look. So we've got Shimmer, Skyrealm, Tesseract 2, Cybersynth, and Pandora. So that's all the packs that are on Ghost Hack, and he's also done one for Ancient Sounds called Mirage as well. So if you do follow the channel, you may know that I used Shimmer to create a whole album for my late father. So this was a year ago, and that's how I got to know Rick Zariis. Rick is a professional UK-based sound designer, composer and producer. So what is Ambient Coast all about? There's a lot to it, so I'm only going to read some of this. So my name is Rick Zariis, and for over 30 years I've worked as a composer, producer and sound designer, and through my career I've always embraced technology when creating music, especially sample libraries and sound design products from most of the major brands using both software and hardware. These days there are so many modern software tools that are incredible, and it remains an important part of my workflow. However, for this project, I want to return to the methods that we used back in the early to mid 90s, which inspired me then and still inspires me now. The goal of Ambient Coast is to create a double album consisting of 20 original tracks using an authentic 1990s music production equipment. Good luck finding it, that's the problem. Rather than recreating the sound of an era with modern software, so I want to work with the hardware and relive that experience again to create something special. The workflow limitations and the sampling techniques with the hardware that carved and defined the sound of ambient chillout music during its most influential years. So as you know, I am a huge ambient electronica fan, and most of my music is kind of based around that genre. So inspired by the atmospheric worlds of Enigma, Future Sound of London, Boards of Canada, Moby, and many more, Ambient Coast will blend evolving textures, ambient soundscapes, field recordings, ethereal voices, and lo-fi down-tempo vinyl grooves into a rich and nostalgic listening experience. With your help, I will build a dedicated vintage studio centered around classic hardware samplers, synthesizers, effects processors, recording equipment, and early software sequencers. This album will be created using these tools from start to finish, while documenting the entire process through regular behind the scenes videos and studio updates. You can go on and read all the rest of it. So I will leave links to this Kickstarter site, and then you can also get it on the app as well. You can get Kickstarter app and you just search for Ambient Coast and it will come up. He is trying to raise 30,000 to do this, which does seem a lot, but the cost of actually doing this is quite enormous, because there is obviously all the equipment to buy, there's vocalists to hire, there's studios to hire. It seems a lot, but when you actually read this, you'll realise why it is going to cost 30 grand. And if he raises an additional 15,000 beyond the funding goal, there will be an Ambient Coast live experience. So yeah, pretty cool. Before we go on to the project, we'll have a look. If we go to Zariis' official YouTube channel, and there you can actually see all the work that he's been doing recently. A lot of Omnisphere stuff. He does Serum 2 and preset packs you can have a look at there. So if you want to try out one of his packs, Audio Plugin Deals July Mega Bundle actually features Skyrealm, and in amongst some other stuff that isn't very exciting. But for $9.99, which is about, I don't know, £9 or something, you can get that, and it is just come on, obviously, so you've got the whole of July to get that. And if we have a look at Skyrealm, it's normally $100, but it's currently on for $77, and you are getting 30 song kits, 1600 files, and it is 17.5 gigabyte, and it is pretty cool. So anyway, so that is a possibility if you want to check out that as well. So going back to Kickstarter, back this project, let's see what we have got option wise. Rewards here, so you can pledge without reward, so you can pledge however much you want, and you don't actually get anything back. And the first one is digital backer, so you are just getting MP3 and WAV downloads. You're getting the behind the scenes production diary, your name listed in project credits, 2 ambient preset packs for Serum 2 and Omnisphere 3. And then the deluxe is the same, but with the double album on CD with artwork booklet, name listed in project credits. And then you're getting 4 ambient preset packs for Serum 2 and Omnisphere 3. Producer edition is 80 quid. So everything above, plus the exclusive sample pack created from the acquired vintage hardware, exclusive field recordings and textures, and funding supporter credit, and 6 preset packs. Right, so last is the studio experience. So there's only 5 of these available, and I'm going to be taking one of them, so there's only going to be 4 available. So everything above, plus 2 days of recording with Zariis, access to all project hardware at his studio, stems and project exports, photo op, executive supporter credit, thank you video, your name featured as a studio patron in the album credits, signed CD, all ambient preset packs for Serum 2 and Omnisphere 3 from my store. These include almost 50 products on the store page. Travel costs included only if based in the UK. Well, I am. Accommodation paid for regardless of location. Fan-bloody-tastic. So if there's 5 of those, then that is 3,750 quid of the 30,000 gone already. According to my maths, that leaves 26,250 to raise. So all we need is about 300 people to pledge 80 quid or 100 quid, and that's it. We've got 30,000. So he's got 6,000 subscribers on his channel, so hopefully we're going to be able to manage this. So that's it. I'm going to pledge 750 quid. Rewards aren't guaranteed. Well, let's hope so. Right, so continue, and there we go. I can put in all my details. I've got 15 minutes remaining, so I will do that after I have finished this video. So that is kind of it for the Kickstarter. So hopefully this video will help promote Ambient Coast and raise the required 30,000 in 2 months. He's got this is going to finish at the end of August, so we've got 2 months to raise the amount. Hopefully you will help out and support his channel and also my channel as well. Thanks for watching, and as usual, if you are enjoying these videos, please remember to like, subscribe, and don't forget to head over to Audio Plugin Deals to get July bundle and get Skyrealm for 9 quid. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.